So, last episode of Hytale, we were hard at work mining out this entire area so that we can build ourselves a house. Also, that branches over there really just gave me a heart attack almost. Come on, secondary device, catch up. I really wish there was a refresh button on, what do you call it, the mobile version of Twitch. It just makes it a little bit easier, to be honest. But no, you have to drag it down and then it resets and then... Like, why not just give us a refresh button by that point? Like a one with a countdown or something. So people can't spam it. We're almost done, I tell you. We are almost done. So we've been mining this for the last 3 episodes while doing some exploration. I do plan on doing some more exploration today, while also we're going to go and gather up a bunch of logs soon, as we're going to be working on building a bridge over this water here. We really need a bridge, and it's going to be in this spot right here at this, oh, sorry, I keep meaning to zoom in there. But those 2 little areas that you see there and there, those are where we start the bridge from and then come back over. Hopefully it will not take us too long to build the bridge, but I'm pretty sure we can easily get done. We did also try out the copper pickaxe last episode, which I will say is not bad, it's just not worth the effort. If I can produce a bunch of these stone pickaxes, they're better than crude pickaxes, I tell you. They're just better. Yeah, they don't break as fast, but you can easily mass produce them now at the early game. Then, going and making a bunch of copper pickaxes. As I already tried to make a bunch of copper pickaxes, but tier 1. Also, I get more and then I can upgrade the furnace to be better. Oh, that's interesting. I better sleep, I tell you. Better sleep. You may sleep starting at 7:30 in 8 minutes. What do you mean it's not nighttime? In 3 minutes. 1 minute? Am I sleeping now? Yeah. The text, font is like, so odd. So odd. And it's foggy again. This morning fog, I tell you, in this biome really drives me mad. Alright, so we're going to be mining across this entire bit that you see right here, as we slowly just, edge this area. Thin it out, on the edges. Can I break you? And you won't turn into rubble. Yeah, okay. You can go in this chest here. So I can keep you from, I do wonder, like, is the lore of this game basically we died, and then we've came back after everything is collapsed? Are we that old night? Is that why we spawn here? That's, I'm asking the true questions, I tell you. I'm asking the true questions. Are we the night that, died so long ago? Because it literally says, ancient night. Not like a modern night, or just a night from, a few hundred years ago. A ancient night. So that must have been 2,000 years ago. So, we must have died at like some collapsing period, and we're slowly just building up society again. Like it was, Dr. Stone out here. Alright, let's get back to mining because we have a bit to do. Sorry about that. let us continue to mine out. I do look forward to the adventure game mode that they're supposed to be releasing for Hytale eventually. I think it's once it's out of early access, I'm not sure. I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time I'm kind of not looking forward to it. I feel like there's going to be some hiccup with it. I like the idea of dungeon crawling though. But they already give us dungeons, so... I love that it stays lit while it's on the ground. That is actually very neat. Line up the area. Hopefully I don't walk into it and burn. You can't actually burn yourself on the torch. You can burn yourself on nose, and I've learned that the hard way. Alright. So let us go and continue to mine out this entire bit here. It's a pain in the butt, I tell you, how long it's going to take. It's not actually taking that long, it just feels like it's taking that long. I'll save this entrance for mining out last. I love how the pickaxe goes to like the corners of the block. Well, that now it's not going to the corners of the block. It has a weird access, I tell you, compared to like other blocks. Like it seems to go to like, you know, this, you know, angle. Or that angle. Sometimes it stops in the middle, so I'm not sure. Not sure. It has such a odd angle, and I just cannot tell, like, you know, what kind of angle it is. I forgot there was a cave right next to us. How long has that cave been there and we've just not explored it? Like, it's just been there. It could be like mobs plotting my, you know, downfall down there, and I'm just happily mining away. Alright, so let's go and we'll mine out this side bit. Really? You know what, you can join your cousin 5 feet away. I keep thinking those are like, you know, like scorpions or something, you know, with their weird, you know, thing. Like, it looks so much like a scorpion kind of thing, and I'm like, oh, there's a scorpion, I have to go kill it. But then I remember there's no scorpions, I don't think so in this. It just, you know, gives that effect from the distance. Just with how dark the logs are. We'll definitely have to break some of this ground, but I'm too lazy to go breaking all of that after I just broke all of this, you know. So we'll leave that for now. I do need to come up with what I need to do my house as. We have a lot of, like, potential of what we could build a house looking like. So we have to decide that eventually. I want at least a nice house, you know, out this way. Yeah, it looks like I might have to mine some more. Like on this access right here. It just, yeah. I'm glad that, you know, we're able to break out this entire bit. Like, if they spawn protected us, this would have sucked, because, you know, this is such a nice area. So I am thinking about living up that area there. But that could be a future build. That could be a future build. I need to get on my feet first, you know. Need to learn this game before I could, you know, soar high. There we go. Break that. There we go. That is not looking too bad at all. I do really like how my character looks, I tell you. I think I did a great job. There we go. Very sad that you cannot, you know, change the colors benders. So they're yellow. I'm sad. Like stuff matching, you know, that's not matching. This must all be broken then. And then we'll go like this. This has got to be such a pain now. Such a pain. I love how sound works in this game because I can go right up against a block and it sounds more, you know, louder. But when I'm breaking it from like this distance, you know, it seems less for some reason. There we go. And that is not looking too bad at all. That is not looking too bad at all. Not bad. A lot of work, but in the end it will pay off. Well, another pickaxe to go there. I might be able to repair this, so I'm gonna keep it on hand, you know. There we go. 3 pickaxes should be enough to finish out all of this building. I don't care about the entrance now, we're manning that now. Does seem like that was a lightable object there. No, it's at the bottom of the pillar. It just looked like that there. That's all. Would it be breakable or not? Does it break if I break it underneath? Yeah, it does. There we go. This area seems so clean now that I just took out this big ugly structure. I wish there was a thing that allowed you not to, you know, have to deal with the little spawn structure. It'd be so nice. Also, we have those, you know, up there that we still have to investigate. They run away from me, so I don't have anything that I can offer them just yet. Maybe we can ride them, put some saddles on them, put some chest bags on them, some sacks, and then just ride out into the sunset like some western, you know, cowgirl show or movie. Hytale, allow me to do that. Allow me to do that. Eden, I do not know. And I can give you this one block. Onwards now. We got work to do. There we go. Sorry about that. We are looking quite nice on time so far. I do want to try and keep these, you know, to around 20 minutes. Don't want to bore you too much with mining out this entire area, huh? Oh, so it's kind of like a door. There we go, we got the big door. Let me head over to my chest of many blocks. Yep, just start chucking that in there. There we go. We also have this medium hide. Have to try and figure that out. What to do with that. This is a really nice area, to be honest. You can tell why I wanted to break down this entire structure to build my base here. The thing is, I won't be staying here permanently, you know. I do plan on branching out and also building more, like, out that way. And out that way. So I do have some ideas of what I want to do. We just gotta take it slow. That's what I say that I would do, and then I go and start a mega build by accident. It's happened before. It's happened many times, actually. Maybe not many times, maybe even more than many times. Like my mega cave builds, where I just kept adding more and more onto the cave. I do plan on actually going and renovating a lot of that. There we go. You know, some ancient civilization, you know, built this in, like, you know, a cave to honor this dead knight. And bam, when that knight gets revived, they just start breaking down the entire place. It cracks me up, that. It cracks me up. There we go. Sorry, I'm just slowly just mining it out like this. I have such a nice range on, like, how far I can mine. That just makes it a lot more easier. We still got, like, so much to mine though. Might have to use some of this quasi, I tell you. This looks so nice, but I really want to use some of that white blocks that I saw from that hill. It's so tempting, I tell you, it's so tempting. It does also seem like this goes a lot deeper than I thought it did. Which kinda is a plus, but also kinda sucks. But also I can also recycle a lot of these materials. So I will definitely do that. There we go. You know, I'm supposed to be playing, well, not playing, doing some art with, art later? Doing art with art later? Doing art with arrow later. And, you know, I'm looking quite forward to it. I'm looking quite forward to it. It's been a little while since I did an art video with someone. Last time was playing with... Well, not playing with. Doing art while I was getting flown around in a plane. So I feel like it could have been done better. I do wish that, you know, the Flight Simulator game allowed you to have, like, multiplayer. Or guests. It would be quite funny just to sit in the back of a plane and just get flown around. I know there are some games like that out there. But nothing, you know, that is super big. Or very well coded, to be, you know, honest. There we go. And mine out all of that there. Surprisingly, we're halfway through the durability on this pickaxe already. And we're almost at the end of today's episode. We're gonna have to hurry up. I gave myself a timer, you know, for a reason. So let us go and we'll mine out these. Should mine out some of that over there. We're almost there, I tell you. We're almost there. It did take me almost like 4 or 5 episodes to do this, you know. If I did a speed, you know, montage of this, you know, it would be a bit too much, I feel like, because I yap too much. So all you would hear is... But it's always good to have you along for the adventure, that's what I will say. It does actually seem like there is a limit to this, quasi. There seems to be quite a lot of it, and then, you know, quite little of it. I do wonder how it actually generates, that's what I will say. I do wonder how it actually generates. So I got too, like, you know, fully into this, you know, mining. I just got distracted there. I do apologize, I do apologize. Sometimes I get too much into, like, building and mining and all that, and I just forget to speak. Heard something over here and it scared the life out of me. There goes the pickaxe. It's the pickaxe dance. It's the pickaxe dance. Oh. Oh, look at them go. Look at them go. Look at them go. Oh, that gets me good. But wait 1 second. That is where we're going to be ending off for today. So, hopefully you did enjoy this. You know, I should face more higher up there. Hopefully you did enjoy this. Have a nice day, stay safe, hope it's simple. Thanks for waiting, the very important. And bye, see you soon, some other CCs, bye bye. Accidentally forgot to hit the button there.